welcome back to CCRPG. We are in the middle of a tense escape here for our pilots, as one of the splinter groups of the Ruin Chain has taken umbrage with Kolyan's deal he has made with Contraterrene last episode, and as such has shown up to take him out or capture, or they didn't really explain themselves super well, but they seem pretty hostile.
They were a little rude.
Kids these days.
So basically a swarm of bomber ships and MC escorts have made their way to the asteroid field. And because you have three larger ships navigating through this asteroid field, they were able to cut you off slightly because you're working along with the Contraterrene ship to leave. But on the upside, because of Evelene's contraptions to launch asteroids around unexpectedly, and also because the Contraterrene ship is incredibly large and fit to bear numerous amounts of armaments, you have successfully diverted a lot of those resources. So it doesn't seem quite so overwhelming, the amount of people coming at you now. But you still need to get out of this asteroid field safely. So we're going to run this as an escort mission. On the screen, you're going to see a blue box on the right that you're all currently inside of. This is going to be your ally deployment zone. All of your mechs can start anywhere within this blue box to start the mission. So you can go ahead and tweak around and decide where you want to start off before we start here. The box at the bottom, that red rectangle that's kind of like long and has a very thin, that is the attack vector that would cause damage to your escort ships. So normally with an escort mission, you're escorting something small. You're not. So I'm doing a modified version of this mission. You're escorting two large ships. What that red rectangle at the bottom represents is if any of the enemy bombers are able to end their turn within that red rectangle at the bottom of the screen, then they will do significant damage on a bombing run against the DBC and or Relst. So your goal is to not let any of their bombers make it to that red rectangle. Throughout the mission, that red rectangle is going to keep moving to the left, like this. And then over the mission, as this rectangle keeps moving to the left, eventually it will move into this blue box on the far left. When it moves into that blue box, that means it's successfully extracted safely, and you no longer have to worry about bombers making it into that red rectangle. So your goal is to last long enough and hold off the enemies long enough to escort the DBC and the Relst out of the asteroid field, which is represented by that red rectangle making it across the screen. The blue rectangle is also your extraction zone. At any time, if any of your mechs are inside that blue rectangle on the left and end your turn there, you can decide to extract from the battlefield. At that point, you will be removed from battle and are considered to have safely escaped. So, if the ship escapes, but you're still fighting, you still have to all make it to that blue rectangle to leave the fight.
Okay.
That leaves my favorite rectangle, the red rectangle at the top of the screen. That is the enemy deployment zone. As you guys are fighting this escort mission, enemies will periodically populate in the red rectangle at the top of the screen, and will try to make their way to escorting their bombers to the bottom of the screen. Your goal is not to let that happen. So I think that's pretty straightforward. Anyone have any questions about how this is going to work?
Can I say that top red rectangle is my least favorite square in this map?
You can, but I'm not going to take that into consideration.
Damn it.
And just to confirm, the bombardment resource, it's actually being used currently, or is it something we also have available?
So that, because you waited so that you could use it to maximum effectiveness, has already diverted some of the enemy forces. because contraterrene is helping you and because of your distraction, you will have less waves of enemies to deal with during this fight. But you also have one bombardment use left where you will be able to use a bombard action once during this fight.
Oh, okay. That's what I was getting at. I wasn't sure if it was used up or not.
You have both.
Okay, and then the trade-off, just to confirm, is that I don't have access to the Ferris Lash during this combat.
That's correct. The Ferris Lash has been used to make that trap.
And while we're at it, Todd, remember, even though we did a full repair, you still don't have access to your whatever the drones were you sacrificed.
Oh, the Lotus projector.
That's right, because you use them to warn yourself. You didn't encounter any people following you through your previous sector, but if you had, that would have given you warning.
Okay.
All right. Is everyone placed where they would like to be to start the mission?
Let me see where I am.
Can I be here on the line?
As long as the majority of the hex is within the blue box, then you can be on that space. I'm gonna say yes.
Are we assuming
because you always round up in Lancer? It's one of the golden rules.
That's right.
Are we assuming for the sake of it that these asteroids are just on a 2D plane and are obstacles?
They are considered obstacles. These will represent the fact that there are actually asteroids all around you in every dimension, but it would be impossible for Bob to simulate that in any reasonable way. So yes, we're going to consider these asteroids representations of the fact that there are obstacles on the field.
And just to confirm, the way these asteroids are placed, like if there's any portion of the asteroid touching a hex, that's basically the asteroid, I guess.
That's considered the asteroid being within that hex. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. I think that's all the questions that I have.
Gosh, it's been a while since we've piloted our mechs.
It's been a while.
All right, so if everyone is good with their locations, I'm going to lock you in there. People following along in the rulebook will note that I've made some changes from a normal escort mission to represent them escorting a larger than usual escort target. And also there's no time limit. So the time limit is not based off of number of rounds before you get overrun. It's based off of how long it takes your ship to get to the other side of the field. So that is going to be our ticking clock instead of the round timer on a normal escort mission. But now that the players have finished deploying, now I am going to start by deploying my first wave of enemies. Boop.
But what if he didn't?
Then this would be a real easy mission.
Okay.
Boom. All right.
What is the sapper?
That is the bomber. So the line breaker, the watcher, and the net are different types of MCs that the Bloom are piloting to escort. The sapper is a kind of cobbled together, kind of like medium to large sized interceptor bomber type ship that is carrying anti-ship heavy bomber ordnance.
So that's probably our biggest concern.
If too many of those make it into the red rectangle at the bottom of the screen, the DBC and or the Relst will explode.
My tuna.
That's all you're worried about?
No.
So I think I've successfully set the stakes for the mission.
Yes.
My cabbages.
And they were subsequently destroyed by Chuck.
But we do have some advantages now that we have the contratarian on our side, right?
That advantage was there are less waves of enemies you'll have to deal with.
Right. Okay.
Yep. So you're not going to see it physically, but you're going to feel it in that you won't be killed as hard.
That works for me. We'll still be killed, but not as hard.
It won't be as embarrassing.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Well, as you guys get out of the ship, it is making pretty simple maneuvers because you're kind of rate limited by the Relst and the Contratarian ship as you're trying to kind of like retreat together and use your combined forces to provide a screen so you can get out of here. The four of you are basically doing a screen to try and prevent these bombers from getting to your protected targets. The three mechs, MCs, and the Sapper, which is a bomber ship, have basically just beelined it directly towards this engagement zone as you're moving to intercept them. So this is going to be the first bout of resistance you encounter as you move from right to left on this screen. They have just arrived, and you all get to start us off by taking the first turn.
May I go first, guys?
A cloud of nanomachines or static?
No, I just don't have a good picture for it.
I was scared it was like a Death Star type mech.
Or is like jamming our like radar frequencies?
Yeah, it's like an exotic mech that you can't quite determine. It's going to unfold. It's not really a ship. It's Optimus Prime, right? And he's just like, oh, I'm going to kill you.
Oh no, he's going to kill us.
I'm going to kill you.
That's my impression. So
Yeah, should have put like
good.
a picture of the Pillsbury Doughboy there or something, and just not explained anything.
The thing I'm running into is I think he's copyrighted. So yeah, I wasn't sure.
We're not making money off of this.
I don't think they can sue me for using the Pillsbury Doughboy as a fictional starship, but
You never know.
I don't know.
I mean, what was the big boy spaceship they used in Austin Powers? I imagine they didn't get sued for that.
I assumed that was a brand deal. I don't know.
Yeah, I kind of did too.
No, it sounded good. I'm sorry.
All right. So we'll start with your side of the field. Who wants to activate first?
I'd like to activate first.
Do it.
Go for it.
Okay. So Dyne is gonna see the zapper, and he's gonna go, Artemis, I see we have a big target. Let's see how hard we can hit it. And he's gonna activate his core power.
Already?
Yeah, just lead off with our.
This is the first time I've ever used my core power in a battle.
Okay.
So I'll explain exactly what it does.
Please do.
So my core power immediately causes my ZF4 to gain 3 charges, which puts it at 4, which is the maximum.
Charges of heat, or
no. So my ZF4, my big cannon, its power and its range are defined by the number of charges that it has. So it has a power of 1d4 and a range of line 4 per charge. So at 4 charges, its damage is 1d6 per charge.
Yeah.
So its damage at 4 charges is 46 with a range of line 16.
Line 16, nice.
In addition, my stabilize will generate 2 charges per use instead of 1, and all terrain, objects, and deployables take 10 armor-piercing energy damage per charge on hit. So
Nice.
things are gonna be blowing up. Hopefully.
All right. As your system supercharges, you see the faint outline of Artemis's face paint appear on your screen on your targeting reticle, almost like she's aiming down the barrel of a gun as you activate your core power and start lining things up.
All right. So my ZF4 is an ordnance weapon, which means it must be the first thing other than whatever.
Protocols.
Protocols, thank you, the word I was looking for. I use in a turn. So I am going to take aim and fire, that away.
Sure.
In addition, before I fire, my Siege Specialist 2 triggers. Once per round before rolling an attack with a cannon. The first part doesn't matter because it doesn't affect anybody, but all characters adjacent to you must succeed on a hull save or be knocked back 1 space and knocked prone. Then you are pushed 1 space in any direction. So, there's no one to knock down, but I'm going to push myself 1 space forward. It doesn't actually alter my aiming. Because it's line, it's going to be aiming for these 2 guys right here.
Gotcha.
Hold on, I got to actually zoom in to see their name. The Line Breaker and the Sapper. So we'll hit the line breaker first and then the sapper second.
Yeah, let's so you roll the damage once and the accuracy twice. So you're gonna have to roll an attack versus the line breaker and an attack versus the sapper.
Yep. Let me open up my thingy to make sure that it's set correctly. This is a while, so I have one accuracy passive from my from all the stuff I did earlier, thankfully. Set my ZF to... Okay, so that is set. So first shot, 25 for accuracy on the first shot against the line breaker. So the line breaker will take 10 damage, and then my second shot will be against the sapper. Let's see what I roll. I rolled a 10.
Okay, well, let's see what the
that's with
sapper's
accuracy.
evasion is then. Sapper gets hit.
All right.
Low.
Actually, before we roll the damage on the line breaker, I don't know if it matters, but I crit, so I have to re-roll the damage one more time.
Yeah,
See if I get any more.
So yeah, re-roll to take the higher.
Wouldn't it be nice if the line breaker just
I
died
rolled
here?
11.
Okay, so that's better.
So the line breaker takes 11 damage, and the sapper takes
Also
15
11.
damage.
No, you roll damage
the
once
damage is
for
the same.
area of effect. Yes. So
Right,
I'm
right,
taking the first instance of damage you got.
Yep,
Yeah.
you're correct.
So yeah, they both take 11. The line breaker is heavily damaged. This is, you can tell from a distance as you guys are all watching. Ryan lines up a shot and fires through the both of them. The line breaker is this like obviously full of thrusters, heavily mobile sort of like blockade runner type suit, and you roast parts of it. The char on the side of it is obviously like making sparks and creaks come off of various like joints on the enemy MC, but it is still operational. The sapper, on the other hand, takes that 11 damage, and looks injured. You definitely shot through the side of it, but you now note that the sapper, as an effect, has siege armor. Anything farther than range 3 away of it, it has resistance against.
Okay.
So instead of doing 11, it'll do 6.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. So you almost completely roasted the line breaker with a single shot, but this bomber looks far more durable than that.
5 armors.
All right.
That's a lot of armor.
Let's see. How far?
It's not armor, it's resistance. It halves damage for a
It halves. Okay.
Yeah,
Sorry.
if you are further than 3 from it, it halves all damage.
All right. Then I am going to follow up shooting at the line breaker. Let's see. I'm going to follow up with the soul pattern laser rifle and fire at it because my first shot was just a regular part. Well, first part of the barrage, we'll say, because it had to be fired first.
Mm-hmm.
Let me remove my accuracy because I don't have accuracy on this shot. On the line breaker, and I rolled a 3.
Okay, a 3. Unfortunately, the line breaker is too quick. After getting roasted by that previous attack, it's just it was ready to dart out of the way as soon as you blast your rifle in its direction.
All right, then actually I am going to follow up with that and overcharge so I can fire another shot, and this time I'm going to fire with my assault rifle. Try and get that guaranteed damage, maybe take it out. So I will overcharge, which grants me 1 more heat. Add that here. And rolled a 17 with I got 1 on the damage, but it's a reliable 2.
Okay, so
So-
you're gonna do 2 more to the line breaker.
Yeah.
You are not okay. Yeah, so you are able to, as it dodges out of the way from your soul pattern laser rifle, you quickly switch to your assault rifle and just fire in the direction it's flying. You get enough on target that it does some damage, but yeah, it was not the best shot you could have gotten, and it's still moving.
Yeah. I'm like, okay, guys, I started the fight. See what you can do.
Yes, you did. All right, so that's it for Orion. I'm going to activate that line breaker before he dies and doesn't get a turn. That'd be bad. So
He doesn't need a turn.
I was trying to aim so he wouldn't get a turn.
I noticed. I did notice that. Okay. So he is going to move. Oh, nope, didn't want to grab big boy. Let me get the little guy. There we go. I keep so the sapper is slightly larger than his token selection size, so I keep accidentally grabbing the sapper when I'm moving the line breaker. So it is going to move here, charging across the field at you, Orion. And then it is going to here we go. It is going to activate its ram cannon. So as it charges towards you, you see it looks like the start of a rifle in its left hand. But you can see that as it pulls the trigger, it almost looks like a sawed-off assault rifle. Instead, out of the end of this rifle, just a spear of energy comes out instead of like shooting a weapon. And it lines it up like a lance at you and just charges. And that is going to be 11 versus your evasion.
Let's see here. I have an evasion of 7, so it misses, definitely.
He needs to get his glasses looked at. All right, so since Orion takes 5 kinetic damage there.
4, because armor.
Gotcha. All right. And it is going to follow up doing that by boosting. It is going to boost into your space and then behind you. Like as it drives its spear home, it kind of like pushes you back, flies through you, and then trades off with you, activating its trample ability. It can pass through you, but not stop in your space, and doing so automatically deals 2 kinetic damage to you.
So 1 damage.
1 more damage, yep.
Okay.
All right, that's the line breaker. It's up to you guys now.
Could I go?
Go for it. You want to take care of his line breaker?
I can help out with that. Yeah.
It'd be nice to get rid of him.
Well, I don't know if I'll get
about.
rid of him, but I'll make things easier.
I mean, I'm more worried about the sapper than the line breaker.
Yeah, like I have some things I can do against the sapper to weaken him, but I feel like the line breaker might be the bigger concern since he's literally right in front of us.
Well,
He's also
at any
almost
rate,
dead.
Yeah, I mean, up to you.
yeah. At any rate, I'm gonna activate my core system, prophetic interjection, so that I gain the tactical simulation reaction for the rest of the scene. So that's my protocol. And I'm going to do a full tech action. I'm going to lock on to the line breaker first. So he has lock on. And then I'm going to invade the line breaker using that lock-on. And I'm going to use, so I have some options from my neuro spike for invade. So I think I'm going to use, Mirage if it's successful. Well, let's try the invade first and I'll explain what it does. So I'm going to do a tech attack using the lock-on, so that gives me accuracy. Okay. All right, rolled a 21.
Let me just take a look at here for Linebreaker's E-Defense. Nope, that hits.
All right, I'm glad to hear it.
Doesn't strike me as a good E defense, Mac.
Okay, so a couple things happen. I'm going to use the Mirage invade option. So choose yourself or an allied character that your target treats you or the character you choose as invisible till the end of their next turn. I'll just choose Orion since you're next to him. So until the end of was it my next turn or their next turn? Until the end of its next turn, you're invisible to the line breaker, Orion.
Okay.
Additionally, my hacker pilot talent says that if I hit with a tech attack that consumes lock-on, your target must choose to either take 2 heat or be pushed 3 spaces in a direction of my choice.
How much heat?
2 heat.
It takes 2 heat.
Alrighty. Okay, I think that's all I'm gonna do. I don't move, so I'm gonna go invisible.
All right, Comet.
There
Also
you go.
shredded. It's shredded.
Oh,
Is
it
it?
is
Okay.
shredded. Okay, let me activate that on here. Linebreaker has charged into your ranks, taken the fight to Orion, and Comet, you have thrown some issues his way in response. All right, at the end of your turn?
That's the end of my turn.
All right, great.
Is it?
Is it though?
Yeah, it is. Super is. It's great. Super great. This Watcher up here is going to move and then boost to get to here as a quick action.
I have all the friends.
And then it is going to yeah, totally cool. You see it stand there and cock its shotgun. And it's going to activate as a quick action Eye of Midnight. It becomes slowed, but can now take an Overwatch action once every turn instead of every round.
Oh.
So if someone moves within its range, they can fire, right? Is that how Overwatch works?
If you start a movement within its threatened range, it gets to take an opportunity attack on you.
So the range for the shotgun is 3?
Yep.
Okay.
And it is slowed.
So, ooh.
What does slowed mean?
That means that it can't take boost actions or move other than its move on its turn.
Okay.
So it can't boost and it can't use like reaction movements and things like that. All right, that's the Watcher. It's back to you guys. Oh, wait. So that was a quick action. Oh, yeah, and then a boost. Okay, that's him.
Well, I was thinking about doing something about the Sapper, but now I think we definitely need to take care of these 2 schmucks.
Your call. If you want to go ahead first, you can. I don't care.
Yeah, let's start working on these guys. So, CHIMERA is going to. If I move anywhere, the Watcher's gonna.
If you start a movement within its range, it fires.
Okay. You know what?
Shoot at the line breaker, then maybe move, or however you want to do it.
Yeah, I'm thinking. Yeah, let me shoot at the line breaker first, because if I can kill him, then I don't have to move at all. So yeah, I'm gonna shoot. I'm gonna pull out my reliable rifle and take a pot shot at him. See if I can weaken him. I did not pull up my Here we go.
Yeah, so the Watcher dashes forwards, cocks his shotgun, and you can tell is prepared to fire on Chimera or Orion if they take any movement.
Okay. So I do not have any accuracy. For some reason that was set. 16.
16 will hit its evasion.
Yep, it'll do 4 damage.
All right, 4 damage is enough. As you blast the line breaker, you just get on target right where his armor was weakened from that solid core blast earlier, and just shears off the side of this makeshift mech. As it goes up in flame.
But we're in space.
It immolates and then goes out.
Okay. And then what I'm going to do is, for barrage, you can't use the same weapon twice, right?
No, you cannot.
You can't. It has to be multiple weapons on the same mount, I thought.
Okay, then for my second attack...
No, it's just multiple weapons. The mount thing was different from the in the one of the beta versions.
Yeah.
Okay. For my second attack, I'm going to pull out my Impaler nail gun, which is within range, and see if we can do a little extra damage there. And I get accuracy. I get accuracy on that because of auto stabilizing art points I have set up for it. So it has an extra effect, but let's see if it hits first. 22. I think that hits.
A 22 will hit Watcher.
It now needs to make a hull save.
Also, reroll your damage.
Okay. Oh yeah, because it was a Really? The exact roll? Yeah, roll 1 damage again. That's annoying.
Also.
What's your save target?
13.
13. So +2 to whatever this is. 5. So
it does not. So it not only becomes immobilized, it also becomes shredded because of a bonus to the Vlad armor. So he's shredded and immobilized.
All right, you have shredded and immobilized the Watcher.
And I gain a heat.
Until the end of their next turn. Okay. Shred.
Also, I need to mention, Chuck, you crit twice in a row with those 2 rolls. I mean, I know the second one's to reroll the damage, but...
I wasn't going to acknowledge it because that means I won't have I've exhausted my luck on a pointless roll. But yes, you were right. And I am not going to move because I don't want to take a shotgun to the face.
All right, that's one way to do things. All right. Well, I assume that is the end of your turn, Chimera.
Yes.
Let's go over to their side. Sapper is going to activate. And it is going to move. And then boost.
Can it boost into the space of the asteroid?
Yeah, it doesn't take up that full space. That's its threatened size. So if you target anywhere within that space, you'll hit it. But yeah, its side hex can overlap slightly. It's not a circle.
Okay. I was just worried.
Yeah.
As you should be.
It can't go through the asteroids, but it can kind of like clip the edges of them a little bit. That's its turn. It's back to you guys.
That's me.
Did the Watcher have any armor to begin with?
We don't know.
Oh, okay, fair.
Oh, and how much damage did you do to the Watcher?
1.
Just 1.
Okay, so you hit it with the
rolls.
Impaler nail gun. Okay.
Yeah.
Now it's slowed and immobilized.
What causes the shred, Chuck?
It's just something that comes with the Vlad armor.
Okay.
When the Vlad infects immobilized on another character, target also becomes shredded.
When it inflicts immobilize. Okay. Huh. I wonder what order that happens in. Because you did 1 damage and it has 1 armor, but you shredded it. So does it become shredded after the damage is applied or before the damage is applied? Because it's the effect of the attack that you're doing that causes the shred. I'm going to say you get that 1 damage.
I mean, it's your call. I would accept either way. That's a very valid question.
It's the attack that's doing the shredding, so the attack must have been effective, right? So I'm going to give you the damage. Yeah.
Thank you. I did 1 damage, guys.
Yay.
Guys are winning.
I did it.
Well done.
I'm a winner.
Right. Well, I think I just want to shoot stuff.
Don't we all?
That Watcher's an issue. Yeah.
And Chuck, you took 1 heat for that, right?
Yeah, I already recorded it.
Yeah, just say it aloud because we need to keep people in the know.
He did.
Okay, I didn't hear.
Yeah, I
but
thought I
that's
did,
my
but I wasn't going
fault,
to question
so.
it.
Yep.
You did. All right. Well, I'm not going to steady aim because I want to move. Yeah, I'm just going to fire my Vulture DMR, which will give me 1 heat at Watcher.
Gotcha.
It is accurate. I get +1 on just from being me. 7 to his evasion.
7.
Actually, wait. I can re-roll that, I think. Yes, first attack each round. Have to keep the second result. I'm going to re-roll that. 11 is better.
An 11 hits.
Okay. Then I will do... Shredded just takes away armor, right?
That's right.
Alright, I already armor pierce, so... maximum 7 damage.
Oh, nice. Okay, Watcher takes 7.
Alright, and then I'm going to move and boost after that. Yep, I'm just going to boost around the asteroids, kind of getting ahead of things a bit.
Gotcha. So you're leading the escort a little bit there.
Yeah, a little bit.
So far from your friend Comet.
Yeah, you'll catch up or do what you need to do.
You'll be fine.
Let's see. Move both. I think that's it. That's all.
All right, sounds good. Then that is Rock's turn completed. All that is left is Net. Net has some movement here. Boop. It's going to move there. And is going to activate deployable turret. Boop. Creating a turret adjacent to itself. And is going to use its modifier Arsenal to determine what type of turret this is. This turret, let's see, what range is everyone right now? Cool. Okay. It is going to turn this into a Hellstorm turret. So this is going to be a small deployable space turret that looks kind of like 2 missile racks with an engine on the back of it.
Nice.
Not nice.
And that was its quick action. So then it is also going to... COMET, you're invisible right now, right?
Correct.
Okay, Rock. He's going to shoot at you. You're going to have cover from being behind the asteroid, but only light cover because you're not adjacent to the asteroid.
All right.
You didn't. So cover is not a rule we deal with often. If you want to modify your move to be behind the asteroid, that would be okay too.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
That's what it is. I don't know what the difference between light and heavy cover is, anyways.
It's a difficulty it's a difference in the amount of difficulty it imposes on the attacker. And if you're in full cover, it allows you to become hidden. But you have to be adjacent to the thing you're hiding behind for that to work. So you're going to get light cover, which will impose difficulty on this check. It's going to fire at you with its flak cannon. So it'll be this minus a d6. Definitely going to miss because it rolled a 2. And I believe your E defense is above 1. So
it's 10 by default or something.
Yeah, so you're probably okay.
Oh, it's not, but whatever. Yeah, I'm still okay.
More than 1.
That's all it needs to be.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's more than -1. So, as it rolled a 3 on its difficulty. Okay, yeah, so it sets up a turret and fires a pot shot at Rock as he's moving behind the asteroid. And you just see this like flak bullets kind of fleck off some of the rock on the asteroid, but nothing even gets close to you. And then on his turn, the turret gets to act. The turret, because it's a Hellstorm turret, has range 15, blast 1. So that's nice of him to target right here in the middle of Chimera and Orion so that he can blast 1 both of you. As a rain of missiles has to fire around the asteroid, it's going to impose difficulty on this. So both of these accuracies are going to be made with difficulty.
We really need to stop grouping up there, Chuck.
Well, I mean, I have 2 armor, so the blast isn't going to do squat.
So it's the same damage regardless. So accuracy versus, I'll do Chimera then Orion.
Okay.
15 versus Chimera, 4 versus Orion.
I think that might miss.
It does hit me.
All right. The missiles go wide on you, Orion, but they did explode close enough to Chimera. The Hellstorm turret does 2 explosive damage.
Which I immediately shake off because I have 2 armor.
Because you have 2 armor. Yep.
I just kind of brush my shoulder off.
As this ball of flame kind of erupts around you, it just fades away in the vacuum of space, like instantly, and Chimera looks fine. So, all right, that is the end of round 1. And rounds. Back to the beginning of round 2 now. Who wants to start us off? They just acted last.
Okay. Can I go first?
Go right ahead.
Go for it.
And just to confirm something real quick, because I don't know who talked about this. Can you quick action, move, and then quick action?
Yeah.
Okay. What I'd like to do is first I'd like to shoot my Impaler nail gun at the sapper. Take a shot at it.
Okay, so is the thing you're planning on doing after the move also firing a weapon?
Yes.
Okay, so you can't skirmish twice in a turn unless you overcharge to do that. Remember, the skirmish action fires a single weapon. So if you skirmish, then move, you can't skirmish again.
Okay, that's fair. Then what I'm gonna that was my suspicion. Okay, then I'm gonna move. I'm gonna rush Watcher. And something I completely forgot I had until a second ago.
As you activate a movement, it gets to take a reaction.
So I have, for Skirmisher 3, the first attack taken as a reaction against you in any round automatically misses.
Nice.
So I forgot I had it until a second ago.
As you rush Watcher, it fires off a blast that would have hit you, but you've become expert enough at closing distance that you kind of like duck under the fire and then almost go into a shoulder charge to get under him and then pull out your weapons.
I'd like to think that I pulled out my axe and knocked the shotgun out of the way to attack him.
Totally.
So that's what I do. And I get accuracy for it because first melee attack of the round. I'm not going to charge this, so let's see what we get. 18. That's 5 damage.
All right, you're gonna do 5 damage to Watcher then, because he's still shredded.
Yep. And then as he gets knocked back from the shredded attack, I will pull out my impaler nail gun and shoot the sapper. And I know I get difficulty because I'm engaged, right?
Yes.
Which negates the accuracy I already get from using it, so I'll just set that to 0. So let's see if I can land a hit on this guy. 8 against the sapper.
That'll hit.
Sweet. And it needs
nice.
And it also needs to do the same roll for Hall.
It doesn't, because you blast through his cockpit with that nail, and you just see all the air vent as the mech stops responding.
Oh.
Excellent.
Okay. That's a thing that just happened. I wasn't expecting him to die so quickly.
You forget, who dealt 11 damage to it first round?
You. I mean, I'm not complaining. I'm just disappointed.
I'm not complaining either. I'm glad you took it out.
Wait, why is the Watcher X'd?
That's who you shot.
Oh, I was shooting the sapper, not the Watcher.
Oh, then the Watcher's still alive. Yay! Yay for the Watcher.
My main concern with the sapper is I want to get him immobilized so that he doesn't progress any further down.
All right, hold on. I need to bring
now
Watcher
I know how
back to I need to perform necromancy in ComCon to bring him back to life. It's actually oddly complicated to bring something that's defeated back onto the battlefield here.
You don't have to.
I do, because how else am I going to enjoy killing you? Reinforcements. Where's the thing that says he's dead? Status? I'm just going to have to remember he's alive. So you did 3 damage, so it has its 3 health back. Nice.
Well, we know he only has 3 health points left.
Yes, you do. And you attacked Sapper for 3 damage.
Yes.
The second part doesn't happen.
Really?
Yes. So Sapper has heavy frame. It cannot be pushed, pulled, knocked prone, or knocked back by smaller characters, and nothing can stop it from. Nothing can immobilize it unless it is larger than it.
Oh, that's annoying. So the shredded ability doesn't even work either.
No,
right?
it has not become immobilized. Your
Some
small
would argue
nails.
The CHIMERA is larger than life.
Yeah, for some reason, your small nails could not staple an entire ship to stop it from moving in space.
It has impaler in the name.
That's true. You drive a hard bargain, but no.
Okay.
I specifically built this guy so it can't be stopped except by large things.
At least it did the damage.
Yeah.
Large things like an asteroid, perhaps?
I mean, that would hurt it. Yeah, quite a bit, probably.
I think there's going to be more of these guys in the future, so I'm going to hold off on using it yet. Also, I gain a heat because I forgot to do that earlier. But
Awesome.
yeah, no, I agree. I think I'm going to wait until things are a little more dire before we pull the trigger on that. That's it for me.
All right. All right, so that's Chimera's turn. This field of very few options. What do I do with it?
Self-destruct.
It could. I don't think it'd want to though, but it could. I don't think it wants to have accuracy issues against you, Chimera. So it's going to swing at you with a retractable sword as it pulls a sword from out of its arm and just slashes as it draws it. That is going to be. I didn't know if he was going to have to use his sword, so I didn't
trigger your passive Chimera.
This is not a reaction.
No, I mean
the
Chimera's armor.
Well, it has to actually attack first.
Yeah, so that would be
Okay.
a reaction, not interruption.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I wish that was the case, but it's not true.
So it'll be this +2. 10 versus your evasion.
It misses.
Oh, really? Nice.
My evasion is 10.
Oh, then it hits.
Oh, sorry, it's dead on.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can use my tactical simulation for that.
I mean, it's up to you.
I'm just gonna do it. So I'll roll a d6 first, and then I'll tell you what happens. 1d6. Nice. Okay. So on a 4+, the attack was actually a simulation predicted by my processor, so you gain resistance to all damage dealt by the attack, and you may teleport up to 3 spaces, and that's your real location.
Where do I want to go? I trust that Orion can finish off Watcher, so I'm gonna hang out with Sapper, I think.
What if I don't want to?
You should.
You still roll damage from Watcher, Bob, but Chimera just has resistance to all the damage.
So it'll do. So resistance is applied first, right? It's halved. Then you take off the armor.
I think that's right. Yeah, I think we talked. I think that sounds familiar.
Man, I wish I could remember this kind of thing.
Yeah,
I mean, I can look it up while we're talking.
little details that always get you.
Because I know that you have to do one of the two first, and it makes a difference with how much health is left after the fact.
Yeah, well, adding armor on after resistance is just better than the other way around.
It says here that resistance, damage. Nope, not death. You haven't died. I should hope. That would be a bad thing.
I mean, necromancy was performed earlier. Was it performed on Chimera on accident?
Looks like it actually might be the opposite. It might be armor and resistance.
All right, the armor. That sounds familiar, but oh well, I can't find it. So, all right, so yeah, so the 2 takes gets. That's right, because that tends to ensure that there's more damage left at the end, I think. So yeah, so it would do 4. So you take off 2, and then you have it. So you're going to take 1 instead, Chimera.
Oh, there's actually there's even a page linked here. Okay, I'll take 1 damage.
All right. And then to continue that, it is also... I need to keep pulling him out of the dead pile in CompCon so I can use him. He is also.
By the way, Bob,
yeah.
Since I used a reaction, that ends my invisibility.
You're visible again. Cool.
Yes.
Cool. It is going to fire its combat shotgun at you, Orion. Uh, 11 versus evasion.
That hits.
For 6 kinetic damage.
So 5.
All right.
Should have saved that for you.
It is what it is.
And he is still slowed because he has not turned off his Eye of Midnight yet. So he can't do anything else. That's going to be the end of his turn. Back to your side.
Mind if I go then?
Go for it.
Shoot another laser through all of them?
I wish. I mean, I can build up to it, but I can't do that this turn. That would be awesome, though, because just from my position...
Yeah.
Oh, wow, yeah, you can take 4 things out with that attack.
I could hit all of them.
It's nice.
But I can't. So what I am going to do... blah. is I'm aware, Bob. I've got it typed in. I just haven't pressed enter yet. Is I am going to take out my soul pattern laser rifle and fire at Watcher. So accuracy checked. $20. I crit him
Oh, nice.
for 6 damage. I don't
You
even need to re-roll
Can't
it.
roll higher than that.
Yeah.
And that was against which one?
That was against Watcher.
Okay. So he's dead.
Yes.
Because he only had 3 HP left. So now I can put him
That
back
was
in
really,
the
really
graveyard. All right. So yeah, you just line up as Watcher floats in between you and Sapper and blast through him with your laser rifle.
Is it necromancy if they're mechs, or is it necromancy?
That's a good question. I think
All right.
both.
And that grants me
both.
Necro.
one more heat. So that puts me at 3. All right. Then I am going to follow up and take my bigger gun, the laser rifle, and fire at the Sapper.
All right.
Since I no longer have a big Watcher in my way. And hopefully I will set him on fire. I want to set him on fire. In space.
That would be
I rolled
nice.
an 8.
An 8 will hit its evasion.
So it takes 6 damage and 3 burns. So a total of 9 damage?
It has resistance from all damages that originate beyond range 3 from him.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll only take 2 from the well, you said 6, right?
6 from the energy.
So only 3 from that.
And 3 from the burn. So
And then
2
3 from the
that.
burn.
And I assume it doesn't have
Or-
resistance to fire that is on itself at the end of its turn.
No, it does not. So it'll take 2 from the burn and then add that 2 to its damage. Yeah, the burn pile. Got it.
And then I gain 3 heat from my laser rifle, which puts me at 6 out of 10, which now puts me in the danger zone.
All right, sounds good.
Then I am going to move 1, 2, 3 spaces and call it a turn. If I had remembered, I would have used my siege specialist to move myself 1 space forward as well when I fired the weapon, but I forgot, so I can't. So we'll just call it a turn.
All right. Well, you've definitely heard it. You see some components on its right side start to, you see internal sparking and damage. You can tell you may have caught something internal on fire. But as the fight continues, I am next going to activate Net again.
I have a quick question, Bob.
Yeah.
Was our ship at the bottom supposed to move last turn? Because it doesn't look like it moved at all.
No, you're right. That's supposed to happen at the end of every round. So at the end of every round, it moves 3.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure. Is that movement consistent every round, or does it change?
If it takes damage, it might slow down.
Okay.
Oh,
I just wanted to
What
make sure.
if I get to the end, extract, and start piloting myself?
I mean,
Then you can get in front of the other ships you're escaping with, and they'll explode instead.
That sounds like an absolute win.
Yeah, I mean, from a certain point of view. All right, then I'm going to activate Net. Net is going to move 3. It's going to activate deployable turret again.
how many turrets does this thing have?
Up to 6.
That's 6 too many.
I only know because I read it and I was like 6, and the text was like 6, and I'm like, awesome.
6.
So I'm gonna mark this one red because it's the Hellstorm one up here. Now it is going to use Arsenal, and it is going to turn this one into a hunter turret. So I'm going to mark that. Gray. All right. So that is its quick action, and then it is going to aim its flak cannon against Orion.
Sweet.
17 versus E defense.
Yeah, that hits.
All right, for 3.
My E defense is higher than my normal defense, but it's not quite 17.
Not quite that
really?
high.
Oh. Oh, yeah, because you have an AI.
So 3 kinetic down to 2 kinetic.
Yep, so that takes me down to 6 health.
And I need to draw some lines. So technically, CHIMERA is closer and Orion's closer. Okay, so the top turret is going to target CHIMERA, and the bottom turret is going to target Orion. As a barrage of bullets with difficulty flies at you, CHIMERA. Oh, wait, no. Oh, no, that's the ship. Okay, never mind. That's the ship you're next to. For the upper turret, that will be 11 versus your evasion.
That will hit.
It does no damage again because you're too strong. You're too hardened to target for the missiles. Orion, the other turret, is going to fire at you for 14 versus evasion.
Probably hits. Yep, that hits.
For the hunter turret, it is going to do 4 kinetic.
So 3 kinetic.
3 more kinetic for you. So. All right, so it shot. Okay. It deployed, and it had its buddies fire. Okay. That is going to be Net. Back to your side.
I'll go. I can do some lock-ons here. That sounds good with you, Rock.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm fine
So
with that.
I'm gonna move here. Bob, does this
So you
astro...
kind of like move behind a near asteroid.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm hoping this gives me like hard cover from the sapper.
That's correct.
Okay. However, I have line of sight on at least this turret and the net. All right. So I'm just gonna do a quick tech action and lock on net.
Like you need line of sight though for tech action, as long as they're in sensor range.
You need line of sight for lock on.
Oh, okay.
Choose a character within sensors and line of sight.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that I was looking that up while I was your turn. Okay, so net has lock on and is shredded. Okay, what was the other thing I wanted to do? Oh, I'm gonna issue a order to Rock. I'm gonna say, Rock, take out net if you can. So you have a leadership die.
Okay.
All right, and then can I actually try attacking? Let's see. I can if I want to. These are arcing, so I can shoot over. Okay, so I'm just gonna attack. I'm gonna attack this turret.
The hunter turret.
That's below net. And I'm gonna attack with my auxiliary mount. Yeah, I'll do a skirmish. That'll allow me to attack with both weapons in that auxiliary mount. So let's roll that up. Give me a second here. Sorry, guys. Okay, so I'm firing with my Oracle LMGs.
Hit and hit.
All right, cool. They do a whopping 1 and 2 damage.
Ouch.
That crit, man.
That's a lot of damage.
Actually,
yeah.
you can re-roll the damage on the second one.
Yeah, you're right.
for
That
3.
crit. Okay, let's see. Nope, just 2 again.
Well.
Well, it's out of a D3, so I mean,
Those definitely are some of the options.
All right. Cool. And I think that's it for me. I did move, so I can't do another lock on here. Okay. Cool.
All right. Great.
I'm done.
I'm going to activate Sapper. It is going to move. And then it is going to boost.
do I get a reaction since it moved out of engagement?
Yeah, you can.
Am I allowed to use a Beam-Axe for that, or does it have to be just a standard attack?
Your Beam-Axe is just a triggerable, like, when you declare it, so I'll let you use it if you want.
Yeah, because I really want to chop him up. I do not get advantage to this because I've already spent my accuracy dice on something else. Or accuracy. 14.
14 will hit.
7 damage.
Ooh, nice. 7 damage. It's looking hobbled, but still activatable.
Nick the shins up a bit.
It is definitely damaged. I will tell you that.
And don't forget, the end of its turn, it has to make an engineering check or burn.
Yes, I'll do that right now. It's engineering. What's your save target? Or is burn's always the same? Is it just like it's versus 10, isn't it?
Yeah. It's just an engineering check.
Yep, burn goes away. It rolled a 16 plus 2. Boop, boop. Unfortunately, the burn burned out, but it did do more damage from the attack, so that was nice. All right, that's the end of Sapper's turn. Over to you, Rock. You're the only one left.
All right. So I can shoot the net with soft. He has soft cover. Is that right?
If you were to shoot him without moving, he has soft cover. Yes, so it would just be one more difficulty.
Okay.
You have a leadership die you can use in that attack. You also have lock on.
Yep. And I also am going to steady my aim.
Okay.
And all of my stuff has accuracy. So that's like 4 accuracy, I think. That's 1 leadership, accurate steady aim. Yeah, so I'm down to 3 accuracy instead of 4.
Okay.
This shot. Where's my button? All right.
So you have
So
a 17 right now.
Right. I'm trying to decide if I want to re-roll it or not for the crit. But I guess I don't really care that much. It's still 12 damage.
All right.
A measly 12 damage.
That's a lot. And it's shredded, so...
Yeah, Net just gets chunked for 12 damage. It is rocked from one side as you fire past the asteroid and just slam it in the side with the bullet. But yeah, it didn't take it out.
Okay.
What did you use the lock on or the die on that?
Yeah.
Both?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's no longer locked on.
Okay. Then I'm going to use my other... Wait, can I use an ordnance with a barrage? I think you can, right?
You can, but you have to use the ordnance first. It has
Which
to
I
be
just
the first
did.
thing you do.
Okay. So then I'm going to then shoot my other rifle, which will give me 1 heat. I'll get that in a second here, but my accuracy will be down to 1 then, because I'm steadying and it has 1 accuracy but 1 difficulty. So
Okay. You can also hit net with that one.
Yep.
Nice.
So that's it's 18 really, but yeah, 17.
For 6 damage.
Yep.
All right. Then the net takes another 6 damage. It is teetering on the edge now. You can see that between your 2 shots, it has hurt it very badly, but this is a very dense mech.
Okie dokie.
Doesn't seem to have armor, though. Even though it's shredded, didn't have armor. Just lots of health.
Yep. That's kind of all I can do, because I'm immobilized, so I can't really do much else.
All right. All right. Well, then what happens is we hit the end of Rock's turn, and that's the end of the round. 2 things happen at the end of the round. Oh, no! Technical difficulty. All right, so at the end of the round, a couple things happen. Firstly, the danger zone moves 3, so you're a little bit closer to the end here. And also, at the beginning of this round, reinforcements arrive.
Nuts.
This is the second wave of the bombers.
Man, we're barely done with the first wave.
So let's add to our little combat here. Watcher 2, Net 2, Linebreaker 2, and Sapper 2. Nice. All right, is beginning of the new round. And since you guys acted last at the end of that last round, I get to activate first. So I'm going to activate Sapper. Who is going to move and then boost.
Yeah, we should have really been focusing the sapper guys.
Yeah, well, first one isn't the end of the world, I guess.
As the first bomber gets past your defensive screen, it is able to make a successful bombing run on the DBC. As the ship flies past your well-worn and well-maintained ship, you see it unleash a volley of torpedoes that ram into the side of the DBC and nearly cripple it. You watch as entire sections fly off the side of it, and it does way more damage than you expected. If the DBC takes another shot like that, it won't exist anymore, along with anyone and anything on top of that ship.
I told you.
Told me what?
I'm talking to myself.
So what happens to the sapper? Like, does it just fly away?
It's
do
gone.
Whatever?
It made its bombing run. That's you missed one.
Does it exist anymore?
I mean, you could go hunt it down and shoot it if you want, but it left this battlefield.
I think it's out of its
It's out.
It's out of combat.
its payload is spent.
It was just a bomber. It dropped every bomb it had. Like, it almost destroyed the DBC in one bombing run. So
I was gonna go for it, and then Comet's like, attack the net, and I'm like, all right.
So it's Astro's fault.
yeah.
So no
That's
matter
exactly
no
it.
matter how things play out now,
Well-
the DBC is going to be pretty crippled at the end of this mission. So we'll see how that goes.
From what Bob said, it sounded like that thing still had way more health than I could ever take out. So
Potentially. And apparently we can't immobilize it, so we gotta literally, number one, take it
Gotta
out.
DPS it down. Ignore the ads.
I mean,
See,
I don't know if
but then there's the danger of getting overrun by all the ads beating you up. Then, right?
Yeah. Tough.
Solve my combat riddle, players. All right. Well, it is the beginning of the new round. I activated and used my Sapper 1, and it's gone now. So it is going to leave the combat. And it's now back to
first.
your side. You activate first at the beginning of the whole combat. And then at the beginning of each round, the other side activates first if the other side activated last. So because you went last at the end of last round, they go first at the beginning of the new round. That way it switches off sides. So if they act last, you go first. If you act last, they go first.
Right.
Okay.
Yep.
I thought we had another turn on it.
Nope.
It's back to your side. Anyone, all you're free again.
I'd like to go first.
Go ahead.
Go for it.
All right. Quick action. I am going to stabilize because that is something I can do, and I am at 3 health.
Fair.
So I will use one of my charges to return.
Stabilize is a quick action.
That's
It
a
is
special.
one of my systems.
Yeah.
You have to tell me
Yep.
where you got that later.
I will tell you later. For now, I am.
You can trade notes when you get out of this alive.
All right, then I am going to follow up. Move 1, 2, 3, and follow up. I don't think I have range on this on the sapper, anyways. Oh, actually, I do. Screw it. I'm gonna try and fire on the sapper from this distance with my heavy pattern laser rifle.
Okay.
Oh, before that, because of my core power, I stabilized. I gained 2 charges from my ZF4.
Nice.
So I'm up to 3 now. But I can't fire at this turn because it's ordnance. All right. Laser rifle firing on sapper from a very long range. We're gonna see how well this goes, and I crit.
Nice.
That's pretty good.
So I will re-roll the damage. I rolled an 11, but we will see if I can get a 12. Even though it's got resistance, 2d.
And when you stabilized, did you do anything about your heat, or you couldn't because that was a health stabilization?
It was either health or heat.
Okay.
And I chose health.
Gotcha.
Before I roll that, I have to roll. Before I forget, nuclear cavalier. I'm in the danger zone, so the sapper will take 2 heat and an additional 1d6 energy damage. So let me roll the 1d6 first
To see if you have to re-roll that too.
before you have to
Okay.
roll it for the crit, right? And I rolled a 4. So I'll just roll 3d6 to see if I can roll higher than 15 total. No, not 3d15, and that would be awesome, but I rolled an 11, so that's lower. So it takes 15 energy damage and 3 burn, plus 2 heat, before resistance.
11. Yep. So the 15 gets halved to 8.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you, my friends? So 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then 3 burn, right? So 2 burn. And then it has 2 burn on it. Okay. Yeah. I mean, you hit critically, like right along the side of one of its engines. Like that, more damage like that is gonna do it. Yeah, for sure. It's not in danger of exploding immediately, but you're gonna take it down quick if you keep that kind of damage up.
Yep. And then 3 heat from my laser rifle will put me at 9 out of 10 heat.
Gotcha.
And that is all that I can do for this round. I'm sorry, guys. That's all I could do.
No, thank you.
Just this once. I'm gonna go all out. All right, Orion, that's you. Boop. I'm going to activate Net 1. Net 1 is going to move 3. And it is going to build another turret. Boop. Right
Really
next to
hoping
you.
those turrets go away if we killed that thing.
That would be nice. Let's hope for that, guys. It's going to build a turret right next to you. I already used red. I'll use purple. All right, this one's purple. As the net determines that it is time to construct a Inferno turret. It has a Cone 3 attack, which you find out now as it belches flame across you, Orion.
Cool.
19 versus your evasion.
That hits.
That's
I'm gonna use the prophetic interjection there.
Okay.
So let's just do that. And roll d6. 1. I don't know if I'm supposed to say that before the damage or not, but I'm just gonna. Okay, so I don't roll. I roll 2. If I roll above a 4, you get resistance. Below a 4, you don't get resistance, but you are allowed to teleport up to 6 spaces.
Up to 6 spaces?
Yes.
Okay.
But you will take full damage from that attack.
That is fine. I am just trying to figure out where it is.
6 is big. 6 is a big
Yeah,
move.
I know.
Comet over here making big moves.
I'll move. Oh, that.
6
I'll
is
move
almost
down.
one of my full movements.
6 is me moving plus boosting.
Mhm.
Mr. Lithe Pants.
I'll move down here.
All right.
That immobilizes himself.
Yeah, right. Orion, the full damage is going to be 2 burn, which I don't think armor helps with.
I don't think so, but I'll take 2 damage and set myself on fire.
Well, that seems counterintuitive, but alright.
All right, 2 burn for
As I
you,
bathe
buddy,
in the flames.
and 2 damage. There we go. Okay. All the other turrets have to fire now, so let's see who's closest to all the turrets. Orion is at 6. Chimera 7. Okay, 8. So the Hunter turret is going to fire at Orion, and the Hellfire turret is going to fire at Chimera again. We don't even need to do that because we know it can't do damage to you. Just imagine more missiles explode around you, and it looks real pretty. But
pretty light.
Fireworks.
the Hunter turret is going to attack Orion. 9 versus evasion.
Yes.
That'll hit. That is going to be for, I believe it's 4 kinetic damage.
Okay, so I take 3.
Take 3. Yep.
So that takes me down to 13 out of 18. And this is why I stabilized.
And now, luckily, the net has another quick action to do.
Oh, that is lucky.
Yeah, it's great for him.
I feel so lucky.
You're not invisible right now, right, Comet?
I'm not.
Okay, cool.
I'm very much visible.
He shoots you with his flak cannon.
That's a little rude.
Yeah, it is. Boop. 11 versus your E defense.
Oh gosh, my E defense might be 12. It is 12. Yay!
Hey, you can tell that this auto lock on turret has your number. You're not going to be able to outmaneuver it, but you can't outthink it, and you're able to throw your signal off so that it misses, firing at the asteroid instead of you.
Hooray!
All right, good. So that's Net's turn. It's back to your side.
Maybe I'll go so I can lock on some things. I set him up, you knock him down, sort of.
Because I'm gonna go straight after Sapper. So like, if you could put a lock on them, that'd make my life a little easier.
Probably a little bit of damage on net would be nice if you could do it.
Yeah, because he's almost down.
I mean, I could shoot then run, I guess.
The book describes Net as a force multiplier. I think that's apt.
Yeah. And there's another net, which is fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
That makes sense.
So what I'll do is the range on that sapper. He is within sensor range. Nice. I am going to. Ooh, I wonder if I should use marker light even. Give me a second. I like that. Yeah, I'm gonna. Okay, so I'm gonna use marker light on Sapper 2. So that's going to be a tech attack, and if that succeeds, I'll describe what that does. Let me roll up a tech attack. Oh shit, 5. How does that do against his E defense?
Which one were you targeting again?
Sapper 2.
Sapper 2, the next bomber ship.
Yeah.
It has pretty bad stats because it's as big as a fucking barn.
I know.
But a 5 still misses. Oh,
okay.
no.
I think I'm
You're
gonna
so close.
I think I'm gonna overcharge.
Yes.
Is that the word?
Ship,
Overcharge?
So Evelene was asking if the ship moved. The ship moved at the same time reinforcements appeared.
Okay.
Yep.
I missed that. Sorry.
No problem.
All right. I'm gonna overcharge. Because that was a full action, a full tech action. And I don't want that to be my turn. So overcharge. I'm gonna take 1 heat. Okay, so overcharge just gives me a quick action, right?
It gives you a quick action that can do anything you did, even a repeat action.
Okay.
Anything you want to do, including repeating an action if you want to, that is.
Right. Okay, so I'm gonna just do a quick tech action and lock on to Sapper 2.
Okay, and that just happens, right?
That just happens.
It's within sensor range of you, right? I assume
it is.
so.
It's
when you did the
17.
last thing. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. So
and it's shredded. I don't know if it has armor, but it's shredded as well.
Sapper 2 does not have armor.
Okay.
But good to know. It is locked on. Lock on. There we go.
Okay, I'm going to also, as a free action, I'm going to issue an order to Rock. I'll say focus fire on the sappers. So you have another leadership die. I'm not going to move. At the end of my turn, I didn't move, but I did take on the lock on quick tech action. So I can lock on again as a free action thanks to Spotter. So I'm going to put lock on net 1.
All right, making sure to try and get him off the field. There's his lock on.
All right, cool. I did not move, so I go invisible.
Nice. Nice.
All right, it's not a great turn, but at least I put some lock-ons in place.
You put some locks-ons.
Yeah. I was really hoping that marker light worked because then we can use that to
Welcome back. More technical difficulties. Todd he keeps gnawing at his ankle chains, trying to get away. We have to keep dragging him back. It's a big issue, so.
I'm just going to unplug my computer.
Screw you guys, I'm going home.
It was like that one time I tried to fix the internet by unplugging the internet.
Hey guys, I'm going to have you walk me through this issue. Okay, step 1, unplug the internet. So guys, I'm going to unplug the internet and then you can tell me what to do.
Stay on the line, okay?
Wait, did that happen?
Yes,
Yeah.
it did.
Like I unplugged like a Ethernet cord. I was like, okay, I'm gonna unplug the Ethernet, so let's see what happens when I do this.
Oh my god.
Wasn't my proudest moment.
All right. Well, you didn't really get to see what line breakers could do last time because he killed him so effectively. So he wants to show off a little bit because he is me. Line breaker 2 is going to move 8 towards Chimera. And then he is going to use...
Surrender.
Yes. How did you know? He's going
Good
to
choice.
use impale. Nope, that's a full action. Why would he do that? You're within 5 of him. It loads up the energy lance that it has at the end of that like snubbed gun that it has, aims it at you, and then fires it. As it fires almost like a bolt out of a crossbow out of the end of its gun. This is going to be him firing the ram cannon at you as a ranged weapon.
This
Yeah,
is
I'm going-
Orion he's fighting? Or-
A chimera. Linebreaker dashed. Well, it didn't even dash. That's just its normal movement. It has these giant jets on its shoulder. 13 versus your evasion.
It hits, but I'm going to deflect the attack using one of my Blade Master dice. So I need to roll a dice. If I get a 5 or a 6, I get resistance to the attack.
Okay.
I do not.
Okay.
I
So
roll
just your
3.
armor then. So you'll only take 3 because of your armor. Is that right?
No. If I had rolled a 5 or a 6, I would have gained resistance. But
I know, but
Are you shredded?
you didn't. So you have armor. So the 5 does only 3.
Oh,
correct?
there's 5 damage. You didn't...
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I only take 3 damage.
Yep. Okay. Cool. So 1, 2, 3 for Chimera. And yeah, no, it's good there. It's gonna stay within a few squares of you. Well, actually, how close is it to you? 3. Okay. Now it is going to boost to move there.
Okay.
Okay. That is the Linebreaker's turn. It's back to your side.
I can go after Sapper, I guess, if no one else has anything.
Can I recommend Net if Rock is being ordered to attack Sapper next turn?
Okay.
Since
Yeah,
Net
let me
will just put down more turrets.
let me do net then. Yeah, let me see what my movement is. Days. He's 6 away. My movement is 5.
Confused with the issue here.
I like melee versus range attack is a concern here. I can do more damage in if it's a melee range. Oh wait, I got a thing that allows me to move forward too when I attack, isn't it?
I think you do. Yeah.
I do. So yeah, let me do that. I'm gonna move 5
All right.
to here.
As you start your movement, you're within threat range of the ram cannon, so he's going to fire it again at you. 20 versus evasion.
Is that a reaction?
Yes.
It doesn't count.
Well,
Skirmisher.
yeah, your skirmisher dodges it. It fires the bolt of energy. You duck under it and go into a straight charge going towards Net.
Nice.
I didn't think that'd be useful, but it's been really useful this fight.
It's very useful for your type of fighting.
Yeah.
Exactly. So yeah, I just dodge, roll underneath the projectile, and then I launch an attack at Net using my
Doing a dodge roll in space must look real dumb.
Look, if it gets the job done, you can't judge. Okay, I'm gonna do a melee attack.
You leap
Oh,
forward,
that's
duck
true.
into a ball, spin around, and then leap back out of a ball again.
I think you dodged in spite of the dodge roll.
I rolled a 15, Bob.
15 versus Net. Net.
Are you using the lock on?
Lock on will give me more accuracy, right?
Yes.
All
I
right.
don't
That'll hit
think I
it.
need it.
You don't need it.
Yeah, you'll get it back if I don't use it, right?
No, that's not how it works. It just keeps
Not
lock
a
on.
leadership dice. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
you're thinking
leadership
of
dice. I'm
leadership.
thinking- Yeah, I don't think I need it based on everything else I've got.
Well, Bob already
Good.
said you hit, so
15
I don't
hits.
think you need it either.
So it does 5 damage.
Yep. You cleave it in twain. In twain,
when
I
we-
said.
Cleave things in twain.
Twain is such a fun word.
My favorite way of cleaving.
As the net is cleaved in twain, all of its turrets power off.
Yay!
I like that. I like that a lot.
Sound advice. Because otherwise Chuck would be on fire next round.
Yes.
No. Oh no, you're right.
Any other actions?
Let me think. So I've done a movement. I've done a single.
A quick
Follow up
action.
with a barrage. I mean, you can
Yeah, let me
continue
do
with the
that.
barrage or
Yeah, let
something
me
else.
because I have another attack still. So yeah, let me do a barrage on
Are you in
Like-
range of
I
anything?
mean, wouldn't using
Line
another quick
breaker.
action to boost be better? Get yourself in range for the sapper for next turn?
Yeah, let me do that because I don't care about Linebreaker. He's a chump. Yeah, I'm gonna move towards Sapper. So that's
Linebreaker took exception to that.
Yeah, that kind of hurt his feelings, I think.
I'm gonna boost toward Sapper. I'm not gonna get anywhere nearby, but actually, you know what? I haven't spent much heat yet, and I'm doing pretty good. So I'm gonna overcharge one heat, and I'm gonna take my reliable rifle and take a shot at him.
All right, he has luck on 2 if you want to use that.
It gets consumed though after I use it, right? If I
It
were to
does,
use
but
Is this your
you know,
first
Rock-
overcharge, right?
I did.
Okay, cool.
So I need to add one heat, so I'll just do it right now.
But I
Rock
was
has,
just saying it's your first one, right? First overcharge of
First
the fight.
overcharge.
Yes.
It's my first
yes,
overcharge.
yes.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
It gets consumed, Chuck, but Rock does have a leadership die when he attacks, and he has a lot of sort of
Yeah.
accuracy increasing
Bullshit
things.
ways to hit.
Yeah,
Okay.
so
I'm using it then.
feel free to use it if you like.
Okay, I'll take my shell rifle. It a 9 for accuracy.
A 9 for accuracy will hit.
It does 6 damage. I critted on the damage roll.
All right,
Which
nice.
isn't really a thing, I guess, but whatever.
6
It's a good roll.
damage. It will go down to 3 because you are more than 3 away from it.
You're right. Yeah. Well, I'm working my way to beat him up.
Oh, that's right. I forgot it has that thing.
Yeah, otherwise would have taken a lot more damage from my pot shot.
Yep.
Yeah, really. Well, I'll be chopping him up next turn.
All right.
Hacking him up.
Is that you,
as we
Chimera?
say. Yes.
All right. Cool. Cool. I am going to. Yeah, I'm going to activate Net 2. Net 2 is going to move 3. And it is going to deploy a turret.
Which is automatically broken. Oh, damn.
It deploys a turret. It is going to be an Inferno turret. And it is going to belch a cone of flame on Chimera.
Lucky Chimera.
9
versus
evasion.
I hate fire. I really do. This is a projectile. Oh wait, actually, I think that misses. It does.
Yeah, 9. It
I hate
better.
fire.
He has
Nice.
10?
Yeah.
Then
I don't think that would miss Orion though.
no, I'm pretty sure it would hit Orion. Then
There's a reason I
Net,
have 18 health.
is going to fire its flak cannon at you. Boop. 21 versus E defense.
It's probably Chuck.
Oh,
This is
I thought this was towards someone else. Sorry.
Nope.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
Yep, so you are going to take 3 down to 1, correct?
Yes.
All right. 1 more kinetic damage for you.
Oh no. Oh, actually, you know what? This is the first time it's actually applied.
Oh, hey, Orion, at the end of your turn, did you roll for burn?
It set me on fire.
Isn't that
No,
a turn
because
since?
it wasn't my turn when I was on fire. My turn had already passed. Because
yes, because it died this round. Okay, cool.
yeah, I'm still on fire until my next turn.
Gotcha.
Hey, Bob, it takes 1 armor piercing kinetic damage.
All right, how close do you have to be for that? Within like
3.
2 or 3? Okay, cool. All right, then Net is going to take damage. 1 damage. Boom.
That's a 1-for-1 trade.
Yeah, you know.
It only has to
It's a
shoot you
trade-off.
like 18 more times.
If you guys make
Way
a
more
1
than
for
that.
1 trade too often, he's going to structure you. but we'll see how that works out. All right, that's net 2. Rock, I believe you're all that's left on the ally side.
Interesting. I don't have like, what is this? 15? Actually pretty close. So I'm gonna have to stabilize to reload. Move over there. I can't shoot through these rocks, can I?
You can.
I mean, you can, but
yes, because remember, like we're assuming this is 3D space. These rocks are just stand-ins from the fact that you are within an asteroid field. It will provide light and full cover as is made by the rolling for that.
Okay. I'm gonna move there, do a actually, hold on. If I stabilize, can't I take away Orion's heat too, or no? I can't do someone else's.
No.
You can't do someone
you-
else's health or heat. You can only do like fix their status ailment.
And like the burn doesn't count.
Don't worry too much about my burn. I'll take care of it. Remember, I can
Alright.
stabilize as a quick action.
Okay.
And he wants to stabilize anyway, so he can get core charges. So
Alright, well, I've got to stabilize to reload anyways, so I'm gonna do that.
cha-chink.
Just trying to decide on movement.
Giant rifle now has full of bullets again.
Yeah. Alright, I'm just gonna move there.
All right, so you boost ahead of the convoy a little bit again, getting ahead of the tide.
Yep. I think that's all I'm gonna do for now. I can't really do much else.
All right. Chuck, did you consume that lock on, by the way, on Sapper 2? Or
I
is
did,
it still
yeah.
on? Okay, so
All
that's
right,
clear.
yep, need to remove that. Cool,
Sorry,
thank you.
I forgot to mention that.
All right.
Oh, you know what?
yes.
I'll overcharge. It's been my first
Cool.
one. That way I can at least shoot once.
Awesome.
Alright, gonna shoot my not anti-material rifle, the Vulture DMR, so I'll get one more heat off of this as well. Which will
Danger
actually put me
zone.
to 2 heat because I just stabilized and I can't.
Oh
I
right,
get- or
yeah,
no.
you didn't
Yeah, I
didn't do any health stuff, so you would have gone down to 0 and then back up to 2.
Yep, and I'll go back up to 2. So it'll remain at 2 through this, so my heat won't change at all.
Cool.
And then I'm gonna shoot at. Kind of want to shoot at net, but can I can shoot at Sapper and not use the leadership dice, or do I have to use it if I shoot at it?
You don't have to.
I can save it for like next round.
Yeah, you can even give it back to me.
No, I ain't giving it back. It's mine.
It's yours.
Yeah,
I
it's
cl-
mine
I
now.
claim it.
Belongs to me. All right, so I'm just gonna shoot the DMR at Sapper too. 15 to hit.
15. Is that including you
Yeah.
had 1 accuracy loss from shooting around the asteroid?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. 15 will hit.
Okay, so it'll take 3 after resistance because I rolled a 6.
Gotcha. All right, then I'll go down by 3 more
But
damage.
I do pierce its armor.
That would be good if it had armor.
But if it did,
If it
it's
did.
pierced.
What if? Your guy's right. What if? Let me go rebuild this fight. I'll come back with a bunch of sappers that have armor on them.
Oh yeah,
Thank you.
great idea.
I think I need to retune things a little bit. This isn't hard enough. Let me add some armor here.
This isn't hard enough. Our ship is almost destroyed.
Yeah, from the first bomber.
Yeah.
All right,
This will
Rock,
be
that
harder.
you, right?
That me.
All right. Sapper, surprising everyone, is going to move 3. And then move 3 again.
I didn't expect that at all.
As it heads on its bombing run.
Surprise.
And then the Watcher. Watcher is going to. Ooh. What kind of move we got on this guy? He's going to move 5. And then he's going to boost to here. And then he is going to shoot at Chimera with his combat shotgun.
I'm going to tell you right now, Bob, that's within 3, so he's going to take armor piercing damage.
Yeah, that's fine. He knows that.
And
I think he misses anyways.
Yeah.
He misses anyway, but he still regrets his decision.
Does it have to hit to take the spike damage?
Let me check.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Attacks. It does
Oh,
not
good.
say do damage.
All right, so 1 damage to Watcher 2.
I don't want to jinx it, but I've been coming out of this relatively unscathed so far.
Why would you? Why?
Yeah, why would
Oh
you
wait,
say that?
is that armor piercing, right?
Yes, it
Okay,
is.
cool. All right.
Yeah, it's more interesting if I invoke Murphy's Law.
Why must you tempt fate?
Well, that is the end of round 3. And I think we're going to call this episode here, and we'll see how the remainder of this second bombing run wave plays out at the beginning of our next session.
I'm full of dread.
Well, let's hope you guys are able to keep both you and your employer's ship active by the end of this battle. Because I don't know how much money it would cost to replace the DBC. Probably more than you
Yeah.
have, but we'll find out.
Because with the jump drive, yeah.
All right, everyone. We'll see if they can get themselves out of this.
Pickle.
It's a little bit worse than a pickle.
Yeah, pickled seems.
Pickle seems understated. Yeah. But
Gee, I'm in a pickle.
this
Gosh,
pickled.
golly.
We'll see how if they can get themselves out of this pickled shit show next time. right.
Oh no, that's disgusting to imagine.
Pickle clusterfuck.
All right. Bye.
Stop.
Bye.